Welcome to a new episode of Linnea Sailing. This week it's time to tackle some projects, and we start with getting rid of the yellow mist-colored gel coat that we got when sailing the intracoastal waterways of the US. So let's get the gloves on and let's get going. Good morning, guys! We are back with Linnea. It's a lot grayer than it was last week, but it was sunny and warm, and today it's shitty cold actually.
Shitty cold.
Shitty cold, yes. And we have some projects to do in a couple of weeks. We hope that there will be a company here making some fittings for a winter cover that we have ordered, and before they get here we need to prepare the boat so that she's ready to be covered in. One of the goals today is to get rid of that very yellow Chesapeake moustache, as they call it in the US. Linnea is a very yellow in the bow after going in the crocodile swamps.
Yeah, she looks pretty.
Not really.
Pretty dirty.
Yeah. And there's also like a green-brown line just above the water line, as we have been rocking in the water and being a bit heavy in the back. So that's one of the goals. The best way to do that is to use this kind of stuff.
Oxalic acid.
Oxalic acid.
Yeah, it's like produced from rhubarb.
Yeah, it's the acid that rhubarb produces.
Yeah.
And
the sour rhubarbiness. So it's a natural product actually. Really good to get rid of yellow stains and rust and stuff in gel coat and on the boat. And it's not harmful for the environment, so it just rains away. You shouldn't drink it though.
If you buy like a stain remover in a boat store, it usually has this acid in it as well, but in a much lower concentrate. And
it's super expensive, so you can do it yourself just by mixing it with water.
So that's what we're doing now, preparing so that we will have a spray bottle to spray on the top sides. Marcus is fixing some soft pads for the ladder so that it won't scratch the boat when we climb up and down. It looks very good. A lot of tape. This thing with starting up and getting all the stuff out, that's what takes the most time.
Peekaboo!
Looks like it's high enough.
It's high enough.
Is it stable?
Sort of.
Very soft. Then I can climb down. Works good. All we have to do is maybe attach it somehow so it won't
slide. Yeah.
But we can do that after you have used it for the top sides.
We bought the longest hose in the whole US.
I actually think this was the middle one.
Was this the middle one?
But it's very long.
Yeah. It's 33 meters, I think. But I thought it was, I think it was 100 meters additions as well. But this is just 33 meters, 100 feet.
And now that we have fitted it with the Swedish connectors, we can actually use it here as well.
European style.
European style, okay, sorry.
I don't know if you guys can see, but our like blue stripes on the top sides are so scratched from all the mooring buoys.
they like bounce around and just scratch the whole hull. So it's a pity. They really, some of them are pretty deep as well. So maybe we need to repaint some of them. But yeah, it's a pity. Our nice topsides has been a bit damaged from all the mooring buoys. We are not so fond of mooring buoys. I think they should have some like soft things around them instead of like hard shells, so they just bounce around and it's noisy and it's scratchy.
I think you can see on the camera that it's starting to get whiter. It takes some time though.
I think I can see it from here, actually. Big difference already. You can see like the runs here. Ah, crazy.
I think you really can see how white it gets.
A lot better.
A lot better. I think I have to do it twice though, because it's really thick white.
Yellow.
Chesapeake moustache.
Thick Chesapeake moustache,
thick yellow, not white.
Are you cold?
No, I'm really warm actually.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm a bit too warm. The oxalic acid, the rhubarb acid makes a big difference. You can really see the original color of a gel coat again, and that makes me really happy. Not much work, just spray it on, just scrub it easily with a sponge and then let it sit for a while, and then you can just rinse it off with the hose, and it just ping, you have the original gel coat color again, and no Chesapeake moustache anymore.
I think I might have to abandon the plan of taking the fence down today. It started raining like I think an hour ago, and it's going on and off since then. So I think we can save that for a bit more dry day and do some other projects today instead. But yeah, Marcus is continue cleaning the boat. That doesn't really matter if it's raining or not. But for me, I can do something down below. There's actually one really good thing about it raining today now that we're here, and it's this one. Here, that's the hole in the roof where our mast normally goes through. And normally when the mast is up, we have like this neck thing that's secured around the mast, and then also around the base up here that keeps the water from going along the mast and into the boat. But when the mast is not there, we cannot have it up for obvious reasons. And right now we have a plastic bag that we have used to cover the hole, and use the lower part up here in the roof to just tighten it around. But of course it's a plastic bag, it's not made to keep something dry, and once we have the winter cover on, it won't be a problem, because that's almost completely like water. It's not waterproof, but it doesn't get wet underneath. So I don't really know how to explain that. I can probably do it better once we have it here. But for now, it's raining right onto the bag. So it's really good that we can just check that it's not leaking anywhere. And actually it looks really good, which shows a really thick plastic bag, and Marcus put both layers of it when he's carried it. So it looks like it's dry and tight, sealed. Yeah, not leaking at least. This is the chaos that I'm still dealing with in here. I've packed 3 bags, 2 there, 1 there, and that's with stuff that we want to take from here right now. Like we said last week, we still don't have access to our house, so we don't really have any place to put all our stuff. But we're doing the best of it. I'm moving things around back and forth to access the right parts of the boat. And right now, as soon as Marcus is done cleaning the outside, the top side of the hull, we're going to run some antifreeze fluid through the engine so that it's protected. It's also like anti-rust things in that fluid. So we need to run that as soon as possible. It's not really likely that it will freeze here in the south of Sweden for like 1.5 months, maybe 2, yeah, something like that. But we still could have some really cold nights, and we really don't want to like damage the engine in any way. It's been working really good, so we like to keep it that way. But that means we need to access the engine, and we do that from here under the steps, but also in our aft cabin. So I'm trying to empty it from all the stuff. And if you have been following us on our sailing trip, you know that we keep a lot of stuff in the aft cabin because we don't really use that as we sleep in the front. But yeah, that means that all the stuff that was in there are now out here. So yeah, really glad we're not living in the boat right now. How's it going?
Oh, I'm all exhausted. But she looks good. She looks white and clean again. But I'm really tired now. I think I need some food.
The food is on its way.
Great.
But she's all clean.
She's all clean.
Nice.
All sore.
This hose was not meant to be used in a cold climate. It's like a soft stick.
Yes.
Yes. Då kör vi.
Ja.
Sting! Sting motorn!
Marcus had a really clever idea that we should just use an extra piece of hose and put it in here in like the seawater filter. But the hoses that we have, they are too small, so it doesn't seal very good, so the engine cannot suck the water from the bucket. So that didn't really work. And where we have done this once before, and then you can like remove the hose from far down there, which is possible. The only thing is that this insulation, it didn't really like the heat in Trinidad, so when you touch it, it's like you get all these small pieces. I don't know if you can see them, but like that, just by touching it. So to save the insulation in hopes that it can last for a few more years. We don't really want to do anything with tools down there close to it, so we are packing up for today, and we are going to go and buy a bigger hose, and hopefully we can connect that. Look how clean she is. It's crazy, but you can actually see like there and there, like rub marks from the fenders in Iceland, I think, when we were like bouncing in that storm against the pier. We had fenders rubbing, and you can see like black marks still, even after this thorough clean. This side looks a lot better. There's no rub marks, and she's all right.
Next week, we'll continue to tackle the projects our years at sea has brought us and prepare for the Swedish winter. Thank you for following along and supporting us. If you'd like to see the process of getting back to a normal life again, consider becoming a paying member of our Patreon crew. It will really help us keep making videos and sharing our story.